Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from Anonymous. Before I get to Anonymous's video, please go to the description box and click on the Rumble link. Please watch the video over on Rumble, as I'm still monetized over there, and it'll help out with the channel. On to the subject matter. Anonymous sent in a clip for me to review. Charlie Sheen's ex, Brie Olson. Don't go into porn. So this is like 5 minutes. Let's see what this is about.
The words are something that I didn't expect to affect me in my everyday life. So when I go out, I feel as if I'm wearing slut across my forehead. The names that people have called me.
Well, I mean, you're Brie Olson. Everybody kind of knows in this day and age who you are, what you've done, and probably have seen you do it. That's a fact.
It's as if you could take out those names and print them and put a ribbon around my whole body of all the names and things that people say to me on the internet. That's how I feel when I walk outside the door.
Here's the thing, though. You don't even need to be a quote-unquote porn star anymore to have this status. Because these girls are all doing OF and everything else to sell themselves. But what do you do when you have a mother like mine who is plastered all over the refrigerator and all over the house and in paintings naked and in lingerie? Like, the problem is some of these women like it.
I came from the adult industry, but then I transitioned into the mainstream industry, but I encountered a lot of issues with my transition and people not accepting me into the mainstream world. So I have really gotten to the point where there are days to weeks at a time where I don't leave my house because...
Yeah, how can you? Everybody knows who you are and what you've done.
I don't feel like facing the world of what has been created out there for me.
Know what the thing is here, and I don't know, Anonymous, which way you want, where you wanted me to go here. But the porn star feels shame. Here's the thing. The porn star feels shame. Women like my mother and mothers like mine they have no shame. And they're not technically full-on porn stars. Well, because they're not full-on porn stars, they think they have some kind of high horse that they sit on, that they're better or they're special. They're not. They have no shame. And they're doing the same thing the porn star is doing.
I get so disappointed when I go out and I meet a new friend and then it turns out they don't want to be my friend anymore. Or I go out and, I don't know, I just hear things.
Hey man, it's sad you made your choice. It's a scarlet letter. Who wants to be hanging out with the ex-porn star? Who do you think is going to take you seriously hanging out with the ex-porn star, especially when your Brie Olson is popular as she was?
And or witness things. It's really easier for me just to stay inside my house.
And here's the thing, the more I think about it, like the porn stars actually give whores like my mother and mothers like them cover because they wear the label of porn star. Meanwhile, they're doing it on film, okay? Meanwhile, my mother's doing it for real. Not that the sex on film isn't real, okay? The porn star's doing it for money. My mother was doing it because she liked it. Oh, no. They weren't doing it for money. She didn't need the money. She did it because she liked it. And they have no shame. It's the one who does it for money for some reason has to be shamed.
House and not put myself out there for hurt. That I gave up between $30,000 and $60,000 a month. And I could go back to porn today and still make that. I could go back to porn and make $20,000 just in 1 week if I wanted to this week. And I don't. because that's how much I don't want my photos on the internet.
And I'll tell you this. The hatred she gets over the women from most of these women isn't about the sex. It's about the money. It's about the money, not the sex. That's what would have pissed my mother off, like that she was making money for what my mother was doing for free. Oh, what? There's a $20,000 bonus for doing anal. My mother does that as a fucking greeting, and she's getting fucking paid for it. You got to understand where the motivation comes from a lot of these insults, and that's not a defense of the porn industry. I'm not defending the porn industry. I'm just calling out the nature of women. Of these type of women that are making, because I promise you, the ones who are making her the most miserable are the biggest whores out there. Are the ones who are doing what she was doing, but doing it for free. Or now doing it on OF. For some reason, OF is in prostitution. This is the new thinking.
People treat me as if I am a pedophile. They don't treat me like an ex-sex worker. They treat me like I would somehow be damaging to children.
Worse than a pedophile, because you made money off it, and these women are jealous. They're using morality. I mean, some of them have a moral obligation. I'm not saying it's every woman. But the worst of the worst, it's just straight jealousy.
Simple question, like, how would you like to be treated?
Oh my gosh, I've never thought about that. God, that is so simple. I guess, I would,
There's no tears coming out. Not that this isn't devastating emotionally for these girls doing porn. But do you see any tears coming out? Yeah, this is, again, crying with no tears. She doesn't want to accept the responsibility of the consequences of banging on film. How do you want, well, how does anybody want to be treated? That's a stupid question. Oh, I want to be treated like shit. That's a dumb question.
I wish that people would treat me how they would treat a married registered nurse with 2.5 kids in Indiana.
But you're not. And I'm not saying you're undeserving of respect and people should treat you like that. But you got to understand you made the choices that you made in life. And she doesn't want to take any consequences. She hasn't said how she got into porn, why she was doing porn, the consequences that she made. I understand she could be making 20, 30 grand a month if she was still doing it. But she was making it at one time. She made that money. Did she blow through all that money? I don't think so. Is she giving any of that, all that money back she made from porn? No. So what do you want? Do you want zero consequences from your decisions? Yeah, that's what she wants. She wants zero consequences from her decisions.
That's how I wish people would treat me.
There's it. See, now the tears come when she me. That's how I wish people would treat me. She can only empathize with herself. And granted, this is about her and the damage that porn had on her. But again, she won't accept any responsibility for her lot in life where she is right now. For the consequences of her decisions. None.
How would that change your life if they treated you that way?
I would be so happy. I don't know. I never even thought about that before.
Is anybody you gonna ask her if she could go back and not have gone into porn? Would she have not gone into porn? Well, it says don't go into porn. I guess so. All right, so that was a dumb one. Okay, yeah. So if the title of the video is don't go into porn, I guess so.
But it'll never happen. That's probably why I don't think about it. I can learn.
I mean, I don't feel bad for. I mean, it's not like I don't feel bad for her on some level. I do, because she's young and dumb when she started making when she made these decisions anyway. But you have to take some responsibility for the decisions you've made. But she is saying don't go into porn. She's not promoting it, obviously.
Learn that there are some things that no matter how open-minded you are, other people will never be, and that you shouldn't do. And I send a very strong message to young girls: don't do porn, because as much I understand it, you want to embrace your sexuality, you want to say screw the man, screw whatever, like I can do what I want with my body, but you're just gonna have a life of crap in front of you and dealing with people. And
so it's not that don't go into porn because it's a disgusting industry and it will destroy you emotionally and physically and spiritually. Don't go into porn because people are going to shit talk you. That's what she's upset about. Not the sex, not that everybody's seen her clam and do every goddamn sex act known to man. That's not what she's upset about. She's upset that everybody's mean to her because she did it. Kind of missing the point. I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. I mean, she's right, don't go into porn, but she's got the reasoning all fucked up. I want to explore your sexual... Like, come on. I know some of you want to explore your sexuality. Is that why they're getting into it? Really? Really?
Companies and, companies are allowed to turn you down for work because of anything they want. And, they have morality clauses. You can never work with children after you do porn.
Yeah, well, of course you can. And what company's taking a giant risk if they hire an ex-porn star. Like, that's not just going to cause all types of attention that they don't want. A company's in business to make money. Not to be porn star rehabilitation. Sorry.
You can never work in a medical field after you do porn. And these are things that teenage girls don't think about. You think that you're a teenager, it's fine, you're making money, and that's the truth. It is, and there's nothing wrong with porn, but how people treat you for the rest.
Did you see that? This is Neurolinguistics 101. Any trained investigator would be able to tell you this is a lie.
But how people treat you for the rest of your life.
See the hair thing? When she said nothing's wrong with porn? Hold on.
You're making money, and that's the truth. It is, and there's nothing wrong with porn, but how people...
There's nothing wrong. See that? Now, if this was an interrogation, I'm sitting across the table from her, I'm jumping on that because that's a lie. She knows that's a lie. She's still not being honest about it. She doesn't have a problem with the porn industry. Her problem is how people react to it. That's her problem. The problem is the consequences from working in the porn industry. The porn itself, the sex itself, the acts itself, she has zero fucking problem with.
People treat you for the rest of your life. It's not worth it. I definitely think that it's time for people to respect sex workers and respect women in total.
But don't go in the porn. Respect sex workers, but at the same time, don't go in the porn. She's not anti-porn. She's just mad at the haters. That's it. She's just mad at the haters.
Absolutely.
That's sad. That is sad. Because she's not talking about the damage that porn does to women. She's mad over the women who are jealous, the haters. There are no good guys. Like, there are no good guys in this story. There really aren't. She's not telling these girls not to go into porn because it's damaging and it's debaucherous and it's degenerate and it'll destroy you physically and emotionally and spiritually. No. She says don't go into porn because there's too many haters out there. And then when you decide that you don't want to do porn anymore, you're not going to be able to do anything else because you're not going to be able to get a job. Not because it's physically and emotionally damaging to get gangbanged on video for money. Whew. Talk about missing the point, right? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Anonymous, for the contribution and clip. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both channels on Rumble. Please watch the video over there if you haven't. Even a click helps. Follow me on X and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.